Itty bitty. Whoa. This is the fattest. I cannot believe that this whole big plant produced. Today I'm going to be harvesting my sweet potatoes and checking in on some other things in the garden. So it's time to turn the beds over and get our winter crops in the ground.
For the past 5 months, I've been tending my sweet potato and black bean in-ground garden bed, and when I was harvesting my black beans about a month ago, I dug up a potato to check the size and was disappointed by what I found. I decided to give them a bit more time to grow, and I'm excited to see now what kind of harvest I might get.
No potatoes yet, not exactly sure what that means. Are they deeper down, or did we just not grow any sweet potatoes this year? Very curious.
The variety of sweet potato I bought was the Centennial sweet potato, which says it's easy to grow and should take about 90 days to harvest. I ordered sweet potato slips from Urban Farmer, and when they came I had to soak them in some water for about 15-20 minutes, and then I was able to plant them out. This was a new garden bed, so I decided to get it ready by mixing in some compost and creating some mounded rows that I could plant in. I planted alternate rows of sweet potato slips and black beans together, 3 rows of each in this newly created in-ground garden bed. They have been working together quite well as companions. Our corner there, those are our sweet potato slips. These are our sweet potato slips, and then these in the middle, in the low part of the rows, are the beans. I decided to interplant my sweet potatoes with beans for nitrogen fixation. There was a study with common garden beans and regular white potatoes that I saw online where growing the beans with the white potatoes allowed for growing larger potatoes because the beans helped to fix nitrogen in the soil, and with the richer soil, the potatoes were able to grow more strongly. I was interested to see if this mix could also work for sweet potatoes and black beans that I was planning to grow this year.
Snapped on. Fresh potato. Itty bitty. Seeing lots of good earthworms, but no potatoes. There's another plant right about here. Oh. Soil is really compacted down. Whoa. This is the fattest worm. Ugh, slimy. Worms are fatter than sweet potatoes. Oh. So, obviously all the leaves got chopped off by probably a groundhog, but they were going strong and healthy for well over 100 days. It's only supposed to take 90 days for these to finish. And you got these tiny little roots. So, not sure what's up with that. They're pretty tiny. The plant was, see how long the plant was? I mean, it had leaves for a good long time. It's producing these tiny little things. Now let's see what else we got in here. I cannot believe that this whole big plant produced this one tiny potato. Like, what is this? Like, already cut and getting moldy? The ground is just hard as a rock. It's like clay that I can't even crush in my hands. It's so hard. I'm trying to turn it as I'm digging up the potatoes. Man, and there's a ton of earthworms in here, but it is just clay, hard as a rock. And obviously there's some important soil building that needs to happen if this is going to be a bed for growing food in the future. But yeah, really disappointing harvest. Oh, like, look at that. I mean, there's a weed in here, but like, what looked like a healthy plant, and inside of it is just, I don't know, nothing. I think the soil is just way too compacted, and this was tilled and compost was mixed into it. Just rough soil out here. So there's one little potato. I'm going to try not to stab it. This is what we ended up with, our modest sweet potato harvest. I think definitely a raised bed or a serious amending of the soil here is going to be needed, because this, even with watering, adding compost, everything, and the plants looked awesome all throughout the summer, we just really didn't produce a lot of potatoes. Let me taste test this. Sugar. Oh, it's spicy. Past its prime, I think. Too bitter. So we're gonna pull this, and we'll start again with some new seeds for greens for the winter time. Avalanche snow peas. So, not sure exactly what happened to my seedlings. You can see I had broccoli, arugula, Swiss chard, cauliflower. I think this cabbage was bok choy, and Brussels sprouts. Looks like bug damage, but they're all eaten up. Only thing that looks like it might be salvageable is this. Where's this one? Swiss chard. So I guess we'll plant that out. See what it does. So I'm going to add some salad mix into some of the empty pockets on the green stalk.
so that we can have some fall salad maybe. We'll see. On a whim, I decided to also harvest some of my white potatoes as well. I had put some potatoes in just a large container with some green beans on top as sort of a side-by-side experiment of the sweet potatoes versus the white potatoes. It's really interesting because there's one of the green beans that I got a decent amount of potatoes out of this container. You can see here that I got almost as many white potatoes on the left as the sweet potatoes that I had on the right. I also picked a few random tomatoes and other things that came off the garden as well. Thank you so much for sharing time with me today in the garden. Even though my garden harvest was smaller than I expected, I had so much fun growing my first sweet potato patch and learning along the way. If you liked this video, please be sure to like it and comment below. Have you ever tried companion planting before? Which pairings have been successful for you? If you want to keep hanging out with me in the garden, I will link the video where I harvested my black beans from this same bed in the description below for you to watch until my next upload. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Rena. I love to share about gardening, cooking, and outdoor adventures. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can be the first to hear about all of my upcoming videos. See you in the next one, friend. Bye.